I actually met some people in Grand Cayman who were dive masters and had lived all over the world. And I said, where are the best beaches in the world? You guys have lived everywhere. And they looked at each other and laughed and said, you're never going to believe us when we tell you this, but the best beaches in the world are in the Florida Panhandle. And I'd heard of Destin, so I said, near Destin? And they said, right outside of Destin. So I came down the next year and spent 2.5 weeks, started in Panama City Beach, went all the way to Gulf Shores, Alabama, and found this stretch here and said, this is it. And we moved down, started the company, didn't know a soul, and now we have 25 agents and getting ready to open our second office. The difference between 30A and South Florida, it's very, very different. Like I said, when I lived in Colorado, I lived on the plains, and now I live in Florida, and I live in a pine forest. And this is more of the South, and South Florida's more of typical what you'd expect in Florida. This is still uncharted, unspoiled. When I first came to 30A, I said this must have been what California was like in the 40s or the 50s. And the fact that so much of the land is state forest and state park, and you don't have the high rises and just the clutter and the density, it's a special place. I think a lot of people are looking at real estate now with the valuation of the dollar and fears about inflation and the currency and the banking and Wall Street and everything else. It's a tangible asset that you can see, touch, and feel, and it's all yours. So that's a big positive. Most of the buyers we're seeing are from Texas and California, New York. A lot of people right now with financial crisis and everything are paying cash. Financial markets are loosening up, and people are coming in, and right now mortgages are 20-30% down for the most part on second home. Still think the best investment you can make is Gulfront property, because they're not making any more of it, and there's always a market for the best things. And as everyone knows, there are only 3 rules of real estate, and that's location, location, location. At the Beach Group, we really specialize in scenic 30A. It's a 19-mile corridor. The whole stretch is gorgeous, and I do believe this whole stretch will be like a Nantucket, Malibu type of area as it becomes discovered. It's still in its infancy. It's still a pioneering market. It's growing, and I like a lot of the lifestyle communities. I live in Water Sound, Watercolor, Seaside. The planned communities are where it seem to hold the most value and people have the most desire for. I tell everyone I meet, the smartest thing I ever did in my life was to move here. And as people hem and haw about it and ask different things, I always tell them there's nothing to it but to do it. And we have all the properties available on 30A or on our website at thebeachgroup.com.